What I was shooting at. Well, I killed something. Army ant. And this is the Guardian. Ants. Yep. Well, that was about the worst thing that could have happened. Ow. Okay. Flee! Okay, that looked like a powerful sword. Tier 3, 21 through 30. Plus 9 temporal damage. I think I'll take it. Ouch! Nobody likes you, everybody hates you. You breathe searing lightning and scald the flesh from my bones. Which I think is a legitimate reason. Oh, right, I have dragon telepathy now. I know where they all are. Within a radius. Doesn't hurt to clear that, the main hall out first. Ow. Oh, you're named. I really should have paid more attention to that. I'm just gonna go. I'll see you later. Or not at all if I can help it. Oh, great, he can frickin' phase through walls. Aha! Suffocate! That's what you get for trying to be sneaky. Sandrakes are pretty dangerous. And that's him hitting me for 200 damage. I got him though, I got a sandworm tooth. I would like to have a sun infusion, I think. Oh, the guy in here's a summoner. Of that, there is no doubt. And it's this slime. Whatever game. Slimy summoner. Ow, turtle. Please stop. Spitting spider. Teleporting mold. I just hate it when you're just about done cleaning your house and then mold teleports in. Choke point to our advantage, and then we get horribly maimed mentally by this guy or something nearby. You probably. Yeah, it was you. I don't think slimes have innate spellcasting abilities. Waiting. A magic gelatinous cube. With kinetic aura, kinetic shield, beyond the flesh, thermal shield, and skate. Skate or die! sometimes these anomalies can be really weird. They can mess with terrain and stuff, but not in this area, because the terrain's always the same. There we go. Ant, fox, slimes, spider. Spitting spider that charges in the melee, because why wouldn't it? Just regular dragons. Well, you're not any good. Just kill you right away, before you get the chance to do whatever the heck it was you were planning on doing. See those swirling auras, and I just get really uncomfortable. I think he was a necromancer. Judging by the color of the aura. Ooh, fire auras are never good. There's a alchemist in there, and there's his golem. It was you, troll. And I summoned a bunch of human farmers, and then they all died in the acid. I think there's two named units in there. A summon, an alchemist, and a slime mage. Ow. You are extremely rude, and I don't like you. Actually, maybe it wasn't a slime mage. Alchemists can do that slimy, acidic bog as well. Alright, now let's find out what order these are supposed to be in. Water, stone? Wind, earth. Eldritch fire, I think. Also, I don't see those dragons. Okay, water. Nope. Water. Stone? Oh. By the way, if you get this wrong, it just summons enemies to fight. It's not a big deal. I think this one's over here. Eldritch Shaft. Huh. See? Enemies. Can be dangerous depending on what randomly spawns. Let's max this out. I like some invigoration. guess we'll go with more strength. Okay. Try that again. No. What was over here? Wind. I forgot Earth. That's the problem. And fire. Okay, you guys can stop summoning ice. I'd appreciate it. No. I'll take all of your loot. Let's look at the list of things I've read because there's 2 pieces of lore in here. Oh, lore master guides. Cheese. Okay, Thalarin, or Thalor, siblings of Wrath, are on average 6'4" with dark brown hair and hazel or green eyes. They are generally of muscular build and are known for their physical prowess. They are renowned to be of a fey mindset, as quick to furious violence as they are to joyous song. Their relations with the Shalarin are particularly strained as they strongly oppose their brethren's use of magic. Capital city, Shaitar, is hidden deep within the northern woods, and they are loath to let any outsiders approach the surrounding forest. Archers and fighters carefully patrol the borders, ready to rain death from the trees on any who encroach. Except they don't really. Their leader, Queen Nasilia Tanatelin, and they are said to live in extensive dwellings carved in the giant trees, but little else is known about their society. Those who choose to leave the fastness of the forest tend to be of unique disposition with an unusual attitudes and traits. Oft they are musicians, bowmasters, or skilled warriors. However, they are sometimes mistrusted heavily, as rumor has it that many of those who leave Shaitor are actually criminals expelled for the very worst crimes. In any case, they tend to be natural loners who wander the world on their own personal quests. The Thalarin do business very rarely with the outside world, but when they do, it is normally for metals and certain foodstuffs that they cannot get themselves. Usually in trade they sell woodcraft and fine silks. This is the only legal source of elven wood, a rare commodity that is often sought after for fletch work. Black market sources rely on poachers to cut trees from Shaitor Forest, an immensely risky business, but also very profitable for the high prices paid by Shalarin mages for a elven wood staff. And here's part 3. Dang on it, Lore Master, why'd you have to be here? I need a drink of water. Dwarves are an exceptionally secretive and quiet race, reluctant to talk about themselves to outsiders unless hefty bribes are paid. Many times in their history they have cut off all contact with other races for no known reason, shutting tight the great iron doors that cover the passages to their mines in their cavernous cities. However, of late they've become more open with the outside world, and I have even had the pleasure of receiving the unique distinction of being allowed to enter their main city, the Iron Throne, and speaking with several of their guild leaders. Dwarves are around 5 foot tall, generally have brown or gray hair, usually stocky and muscular, and are known to be very resistant to any physical suffering. Their females can be hard to distinguish from their males, but can usually be identified by beads braided into their beards. Okay? All dwarves are highly proud of their beards and take immaculate care of them. Okay, this guy believes in female dwarven beards. Good to know. The greatest insult to a dwarf is to belittle his beard. The greatest sign of suffering in a dwarf is for him to tear at his beard. Dwarves are known especially for their smithwork and artificing, which is unrivaled amongst all of the other races. They also make cunning merchants and are known to drive a hard bargain. Their society consists of a fairly strict caste system, families belonging to guilds of miners, smelters, craftsmen, and so on. And deviance into work outside of one's guild of birth is almost unheard of. However, there is no perceived inequality between guilds, with each having equal representation on their ruling committee of guilds. Who actually acts as a figurehead is unknown to outsiders, though, and no amount of bribing will encourage any dwarf to speak on this subject. When it is mentioned in passing, their allusions to a leader are normally marked by an almost religious reverence. Their skill with metal is renowned above all else. Dwarven steel is considered the most durable material for use in construction, and dwarves are the finest workers with strawlight and voritan, precious metals of immense value, Tier 5 and Tier 4. They trade heavily in their crafts from their capital, the Iron Throne, but allow no outsiders in, except for me, apparently. Instead, they send innumerable merchant caravans out to all the other cities to ply their wares. As well as many merchant dwarves one may meet, there are also a great deal of young dwarves who venture beyond their halls of stone. These are generally of the adventuring fare, and it is encouraged in dwarven society to experience something of the wider world in one's younger years. This is known to them as being smithed upon the anvil of the world. In private, though, some senior dwarves admit that this activity is promoted to help with their market research strategy. So let's just grab all this stuff. Yeah, the thing right above the sign is always really nice, except we got a steel mace, so it's not that nice. Alright, let's read about the Infinite Dungeon. I think did I die in here last time? Infinite Dungeon. There is an inscription here. The deceptive god Ralcor fled before the wrath of the god Slayer, Branzir, in his dark blade Madrath. But though he fled to the depths of the dungeon, he came to an end. Seeing himself cornered, he used his power to delve deeper into the ground, laying traps and summoning enemies to confound his enemy. Branzir would not be lost. He pursued his prey ever on, hunting him ever deeper. Ralcor fled further and faster, delving to fathoms beyond knowledge, with the Godslayer always behind him, hunting relentlessly. And so the chase continues, over centuries beyond count. Branzir has never stopped to rest or sleep as he pursues his prey through the ravages of infinity. And though death would be a welcome reprieve, he thinks only of the hunt and of vanquishing the cowardly god. Ralcor continues to run. He does not take a breath that is not a gasp. He does not take a step that is not in flight. And every beat of his traitorous heart is pounding. It's a pounding of terror as he flees deeper till the ends of time. This passage seems to point to the passage there. It seems to indicate there are no possible exits. You should not enter it. You should not go there. There is no way back, ever. Maybe later, when you did all you must do. So, you can start a character in the Infinite Dungeon after you do that. Whoosh. And uncover all those little pixels. So let's look at this. What does this do? .25% chance to put talents on cooldown is pretty sweet. But man, that cripple the target. I mean, it's nice, but it's not nice enough to make up for the lack of damage.